Good morning, everybody. It's Tuesday morning. Don't even know what time it is, and the lights are so bright shining on me I can't read my clock across the room. It's a.m. and I have cold coffee, but it tastes good. I just listened to a white man with a prayer shawl like mine over it. Please don't be offended. There's white men and there's black men, or dark brown men. Don't judge a book by its cover. I don't. I have many really good friends whose descendants are from Africa. They're great musicians, good friends, and they're smarter than me. They've got their college degrees, bachelor's, master's, doctorates, all right? So don't judge a book by its cover, and don't judge me because I'm a white man with a beard. The Lord called me, somebody who wasn't very much and still isn't very much, but I want to share some understanding with you. American English numerical understanding on this half of a name, Yah. YH, add the vowel A, Yah, pronounced Yah in English. Hallelujah, praise ye God. That short form name of God is YH in the Old Testament. In Hebrew, you find it in Psalms and Isaiah, I believe. Could be wrong on the second one. I didn't look it up. All right, but it's there at least 2 times, possibly 3, just the 2 letters in Hebrew, the Y and the H, Yod He, and Yah with an English vowel. Now, the one gentleman taught from Yahweh to Yahweh and back to Yahweh. That was his personal feelings, that he was getting the peace of the Spirit within. And then the black gentleman, who can read apparently the Hebrew that Moses wrote, the most ancient Hebrew. And then there's the Masoretic or the Masoretes, Jewish, who put in the vowel point system, 9th century AD, 800 years later or plus, and it's called Nikud, Nikkud, and the I's sounded E, and the U is sounded U, Nikud, all right? And that is the vowel point system, dots and lines above, in the middle, and below. Now, I'm going to show you something here, and I explain the board, and then I'm going to erase the bottom half to try to clear it up. I'm a whiteboard teacher. A lot of times I'm kind of like, there's a lady out on the West Coast, has a church, took over from her husband, Michelle or Scott. I might be wrong on the first name. Anyway, she teaches on 3 big whiteboards, so do I. She has the gift of reading many different languages, writing, spelling, reading, and it's a gift I wish I had, but I don't. In this bottom half here, I've taken a 0 to 1. And when you're doing math, it's 0, a plus half, a 1. And you should really start counting, not 1, 2, 3, 4, but 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And we end with 1, 0. So we start with 0, 1, and end with 1, 0. And in the zeros, the circle of life, I've put alpha. I've taken the little line that usually goes inside, I put it on the outside because it points to omega. So here we got the circle of life. We have the author and the finisher, the first and the last, the beginning and the end. We have the alpha and the omega. And the 10th letter of the Hebrew alphabet is this letter right here, a value of 10, and it's a Y. Here's the alpha and the omega. Here's an 8 laying on its side for the sign or the insignia of infinity. So, and I used to race stock cars, so there's the intersection in the figure 8 track when you're racing stock cars. All right. A, and here's the Greek A with a little leg, leg, L-E-G, with a little leg, and I took the line in the middle of the A and I put it on the outside, and it points to omega, alpha and omega. That's why, because when I say Shua, S-H-U-A, and I make the A in the Greek with a little leg, and I put the inside line on the outside, he's Shua, he's salvation, pointing to author and finisher, Alpha and Omega, beginning and end. All right, first and the last. There's 4 of those, all right, with different words. Now, so we have 0, half 1 in a box, 0 to 1, and 1 to 0 in a box. We have the circles of life. We have the Alpha and the Omega. Now we have 2, 3, 4, 5. Can you see the red? See the red, and I have 4 right there. Very, very important number, because there are 4 Hebrew figures in the sacred name of God, and they're consonants. All right. I'll just leave it at that simple form for right now. I'm not a Hebrew scholar. I'm not a Greek scholar. I couldn't read a 7th grade reader at 30 years old, and the Lord called me, gave me a gift, anointed me, and made me a teacher. I'm an anointed teacher, and the Lord said I could say so. All right? I'm other things too, but we're not to toot or blow our own horns. Toot, toot, horn, horn. Anyway, 2, 3, true witness, Father and Son, extension of self. Let us make man in our likeness, Father and Son in creation. 3, resurrection. Nothing to do with the non-scriptural word Trinity. 3 is resurrection. 4 is the sacred name. 4 consonants. 4 figures. Can use that word. 4 figures in Hebrew. I'm going to break it down. 6, the debatable letter. This letter right here, my finger, is the 6th letter of the Hebrew alphabet. And when you're counting, putting numerical value with the first 10 figures of the alphabet of Hebrew, every time a Bible scholar, one who can read Hebrew, when they're counting the letters from 1 to 10, when they come to this figure, they say V-I-V, Vi. And I'm going to stand on that. Okay? 6, the number of the 6th event, 6th day, man was created, Adam and Eve. 7, rest. God rested, God's peace. I do not put perfection over rest and peace. It's underneath, down below. Only God is perfect. He was before the 7th day. The perfect God was before the 7th day. So most Christians are taught that 7 is God's number of perfection. No, it's not. It's rest and peace. He rested, and it's about entering his rest and peace. 8, new beginnings. Noah and the ark, 4 men and their wives, husbands and wives, 8 of them, new beginning. 9 is judgment, and then we have 10, from the circle of life to the circle of life, Alpha and Omega inside the circles of life, 0, 1 to 1, 0, 1 through 10, and then it starts all over, 1, 1, 11, 12, 13, 14. It's a repeat, okay? So 1 through 10. And the first and smallest letter of the Hebrew alphabet, Yod, is a value of 10. All Hebrew letters have numerical value, okay? Now I'm going to erase this, which I explained to you below. Right here it says plus H. Why did I write what I write there? Let me look at it from the front side. Okay, we've got an H 2 times. Point being, H 2 times in the sacred name. We have hey, hey, H, H, 5, 5, okay? H 2 times. In good old American English math, 5 plus 5 equals 10. So we've got the 5 plus 5 equals the Y, which has a value of 10. And there's how the Yod, the Y, is made with a value of 10. Hey, hey, 2 H's. True witness, 2 H's with a value of 5, the 5th letter of the Hebrew alphabet. 5 plus 5 equals 10. All right, now I'm going to erase some stuff here. I'm just making it simple for we pagan, heathen, Gentile, uncircumcised, Gentile, beloved believers. It's about all humanity now. Now we're getting down to the sacred name of God. This direction is Hebrew. This direction, the opposite direction of English. This arrow is the English direction. All right, I'm going to erase this arrow so it won't be confusing. When it comes to math, we're going to be talking in the English direction. When it comes to Hebrew, we're going to be talking in the opposite direction. And what I'm going to do is take this V right here, when counted 1 through 10, the first 10 letters of the Hebrew alphabet, Hebrew scholars, when they come to the 6th letter, say V-I-V. They say Vi. I'm standing on that. I'm staying with that. Why? Because even in whatever category you want to put it in, the ancient Hebrew that Moses spoke and wrote versus the, what is the word? The Masoretic vowel dots above and below from the 9th century, or modern Hebrew that we find today. I guess it's hard to find Bibles or writings of the ancient Hebrew that Moses spoke. Back to my point. We're going to erase the debatable letter, which I believe you should say Yahvah or Yahovah, because they say Bivi Vavervet, they say Vi when they get to the 6th letter of the Hebrew alphabet. I'm just staying with what Hebrew scholars say when they pronounce the first 10 letters. And they pronounce this Yod, the 10th letter, the 5th letter, Hey or He, whether they use a H-A-Y or H-E-Y, doesn't matter, it's an H. None of them dispute the Y, the H, the H. What's disputable in the pronunciation of the sacred name of God is a W. And here's my point. I'm just going to erase that one. All right, here's my point on my board. Whether ancient, I have not found yet, no Hebrew scholar has shown me the figure for a W, for way. There is no figure, question mark, 0, zip, no figure in Hebrew for the sound, S-O-U-N-D, wa or way. And they don't say wa or way when they come to the 6th figure, they say Vi. Pretty down to earth, simple to me, okay? So what I'm going to do, and I want you to know that 5 plus 5 equals 10 in math. All Hebrew letters have mathematical value. God is pure math, pure science, pure energy, pure light, and 5 plus 5 equals 10. I think we all agree with that. Now I'm just going to erase that, and I'm going to just get down to the short form name. YH, 15. But there's 2 H's in the sacred name, so we got 5 plus 5 equals 10. The first letter, Yod. Y-O-D. In English direction, Yod. Yod, 10. And Hallelujah. Let's take, well, we can leave the A, whether it's Y-E-H or Y-A-H or Y-U-H, it's a Y and a H. Hallelujah. Praise ye God. 14 minutes and 45 seconds. I gotta go. I support Yahshua. Hallelujah. Love ya. Bye. Gotta go.